The players with the technology changes and the way the game is played now, the players last longer because they take better care of themselves. They know more what to do, what not to do. I think they pace themselves better, and and also I mean, it's more, in some ways it's more physical, but in other ways it's a little more forgiving in that you can play very aggressive tennis from the baseline. You don't have to come to the net, where it can get a little more tricky. But overall, I think the players are, with Roger and Venus, I mean, they're amazing physical specimens, both of them, and they love the sport, and they have amazing talent. So why quit? I mean, you keep trying. I mean, Venus particularly, she's had her issues with her body, and most of all with the Sjogren syndrome, which is just debilitating, because you never know how much it's going to affect you negatively. It's never a good thing to have it. And she's managed to control it and manage it, and just keeps coming back. I mean, I never thought she would win another slam. I really didn't. I mean, I thought it was possible, but not likely. And at the beginning of the tournament, she's one of the favorites, because she managed. She just kept trying, and here she is, going for another title. It's amazing.
Where do you put them both, sort of in the pantheon of great tennis players? I mean,
well, Roger is, I mean, I don't like to say the greatest, because for me, Rod Laver was the greatest, but Pete Sampras was one of the all-time greats, and of course, so is Roger, so is Novak, and Rafa Nadal. So it's hard to compare generations. It's different time, different rackets, different everything. The sport evolved. There's no doubt in my mind that if Roger Federer had played in the 50s, he would have been number one then, and if Rod Laver played now, he would be number one now. It's that. So I think the champions always rise to the top, regardless of what generation. So you just have. I like to more say, okay, one of the all-time greats, maybe top five, but to say this one over that one, it's so subjective, and it's comparing apples to oranges, even though maybe just man to man, but it's still apples to oranges, different times. So is Usain Bolt a greater sprinter than Jesse Owens? I don't know, because if Jesse Owens was Usain Bolt's age, maybe he would be the faster guy. I don't know. So to say this one's the greatest, because it's really difficult to compare. And also now it's all about the majors, and so we keep talking about the majors, and that seems to be the end-all be-all. But in our time, it was different comparisons. Different things mattered more. So and for Venus, one of the all-time greats. I mean, Hall of Famers, obviously, needless to say.
At the other end of the longevity spectrum, and from a British point of view, could you just give me a few thoughts on how you thought Jo Conti did, and what she can do in the sport now?
Yeah, well, it's great for her, because she can get that much better. She can still improve. She's very aggressive, obviously, but a little one-dimensional in that she's predictable and has some weaknesses that she's got a lot of room for improvement. So that's a great place to be, where you can win this much and still improve that much more. Then there's no doubt that she could win a major on hard courts or grass. Not sure about clay yet. I haven't really seen her play on clay. No, it's about movement on that surface. But she's got the potential to be a winner. Yeah, to be maybe not number one. I don't know, possibly, but to win a major for sure.
You've played England well, and you've played here a lot of times. Do you ever fail to be surprised about how ridiculously over-expectant we are of British players?
Well, at least now you have the possibility. I mean, you had a possibility of a double win with Andy Murray. He looked pretty good, but then the hip got him, and Jo. She's just not quite there yet, and people want these big leaps and bounds, and it just doesn't happen that way. I mean, you do have kind of the tennis graph, the improvement. It is one of these, up and down, but then you make a big jump, and then you kind of level off, maybe it goes, and then you make a big jump, and she's made that big jump last year, but then you expect another big jump too soon maybe, and the tennis ladder is a long one. It doesn't happen. You can't take the elevator there. You have to take the steps, and so she's taken another step forward in this tournament. But I think maybe the expectations are definitely higher than they should have been, particularly last year. Well, the first Wimbledon, the last one, winning mixed doubles here with Leander, my 20th title, was pretty cool. Winning with Billie Jean, for her to break the record of, oh God, I have a blank now. What was her name? I can't remember her name right now. Kitty Godfrey, who held the 19 titles. And Billie Jean and I, she was one of the favorites in 70. We were favorites in 78 to win, and we didn't. And Kitty Godfrey was still around. And we were playing the finals on Saturday. Kitty Godfrey died on Friday. She passed away the night before we broke the record. It was just ridiculous. I mean, she was 90 something, but it was just shocking. And I helped Billie Jean break that record. And then Billie Jean helped me win the 9th title, which got me one title more. And then I ended up winning the 20th with Leander in 2003.
Yeah.
And then even losing to Conchita, as heartbreaking as that was, walking off the court, picking up that piece of grass, which I still have, that was one of my favorite moments. Yeah.
Where'd you keep it?
It's in my jewelry box at home. It's very brown.